In a world where the might of secrets holds unimaginable power, capable of shaking the very foundations of how we perceive reality, Edward Snowden, the celebrated whistleblower from the NSA and deemed an American hero by many, has recently disclosed something profoundly disturbing regarding UFOs. Moving beyond mere classified encounters, Snowden's recent revelation delves into the mysterious alliances and hidden truths surrounding extraterrestrial life, which have long been camouflaged in plain view. What mysteries lie hidden in Snowden's revelations, and how might they reshape our perception of the universe? What Edward Snowden just revealed about UFOs is terrifying and should concern all of us. The Pentagon's brilliant distraction. After Seymour Hersh's article came out, revealing how the secretive United States deep state had undermined the Nord Stream pipeline, the mainstream media swiftly shifted its focus. Instead of delving into and acknowledging the exposed sabotage, they chose to sidestep the story. Rather, they embraced and emphasized an inflated narrative about a UFO invasion. Strikingly, it appeared as though this UFO story had been meticulously prepared and was waiting to be unveiled at the perfect moment. It felt like they were anxiously anticipating the right time to present it to the public. The media outlets exuberantly bombarded the public with sensationalized reports, suggesting that Chinese balloons posed a potential threat to the United States, creating an illusion of an imminent invasion. Their objective was clear: to divert our attention away from the genuine and pressing issues at hand. "Don't look over there," they insisted, encouraging us to shift our focus. Instead, they directed our gaze towards a fabricated narrative, a deliberate attempt to steer our attention away from crucial matters, ensuring that we turned our eyes away from the truth they sought to conceal. Edward Snowden, a strong advocate for openness and responsibility, recently shared his concerns about the current state of affairs. Straightforwardly, he warned against getting sidetracked by what he perceives as intentional diversions. Contrary to hoping for an exciting revelation about extraterrestrial life, Snowden explained that the current buzz is nothing more than a carefully crafted scheme. According to Snowden, this orchestrated ploy is designed to divert their attention from crucial matters. In a recent statement, he pointed out that the intention behind this arranged commotion is to captivate the public with fun, preventing them from focusing on weighty issues like budgets and real-world problems, such as the bombings affecting the Nord Stream pipeline. It is crucial to take heed of Snowden's warning and resist being captivated by these calculated distractions. He emphasizes that this organized chaos serves as a tactic to keep the public preoccupied with insignificant topics while the substantial issues go unaddressed. Snowden urges us to remain vigilant, not allowing ourselves to be manipulated by such strategies. As he aptly concludes, we must stay alert and not lose sight of what truly matters. Although the idea hadn't initially crossed Snowden's mind, he correctly identifies the Pentagon's shrewd strategy. They orchestrated press briefings to ensure newsrooms' attention shifted towards sensational stories about balloons and UFOs, diverting focus from more pressing matters. The sense of urgency was unmistakable, as reporters covering national security received immediate and pressing calls to swiftly make their way to the White House. A sense of gravity permeated the atmosphere, as the Pentagon had organized a briefing, and even the National Security Council was in session. This development took place against the backdrop of lingering concerns from the previous week's Nord Stream pipeline exposé. Nevertheless, the orders were clear. Newsrooms were explicitly instructed to prioritize coverage of the upcoming press conference. In the depth of this, a perplexed employee voiced hesitations to their supervisor. They questioned the decision to leave behind the Nord Stream pipeline story, expressing doubt about the redirection of focus. However, any reservations were promptly brushed aside as the significance of the imminent press conference was underscored. As events unfolded, it became evident that the diversionary tactic employed by the Pentagon was nothing short of creative. It not only successfully captured the attention of the newsrooms, but also prompted a swift and decisive shift in focus. Every individual within the newsroom snapped to attention, fully engaged in the unfolding and captivating events that were about to transpire. The UFO illusion. Edward eagerly agreed with the insightful observation made earlier that this carefully planned distraction was not to be underestimated. Something huge was happening right before their eyes, and it was evident that a grand plan was in motion. According to Edward, this masterminding was organized by the elusive deep state government. Snowden believed that the covert government operations were deceptively masked under the appearance of an alien UFO invasion. Interestingly, Snowden stumbled upon a reference in a book written by an insider, shedding light on the matter. When Snowden joined the CIA, he gained access to an internal government search engine similar to a personalized Google, but with heightened facelessness and record protection. This platform allowed employees to delve into classified information, including the identity of JFK's assassin and similar mysteries. It provided an interesting glimpse into the government's accessible archives, but only for those with the appropriate credentials. As Snowden continued exploring these revelations, a noteworthy statement grabbed his attention. According to the source, there was no concrete evidence suggesting that aliens had ever made contact with Earth, at least not from the perspective of United States intelligence. This was not readily discernible to a government employee like himself. The urgency became noticeable as national security reporters received urgent calls to rush to the White House. The Pentagon had scheduled a briefing, and even the National Security Council was convening. Despite lingering concerns about the Nord Stream pipeline exposure from the previous week, the orders were crystal clear. Newsrooms were to prioritize covering the new press conference. A bewildered employee hesitantly questioned their boss, expressing doubts about leaving the Nord Stream pipeline story behind. However, their reservations were quickly dismissed, emphasizing the importance of the imminent press conference. As the Pentagon would subsequently acknowledge, this diversionary tactic was a stroke of genius. It successfully captivated the attention of newsrooms, causing a swift shift in focus. Everyone snapped to attention, fully engrossed in the unfolding events. He discovered something fascinating. Top-secret information was hidden away from public view. What captivated him even more was that this classified data went beyond just encounters with aliens. They concluded that humans did indeed land on the moon, climate change was a genuine concern, and those mysterious trails left by aircraft were nothing but a myth. These conclusions were drawn from delving into the internal government search engines. However, he couldn't shake off the doubt about the reliability of these tools. It seemed like these internal search engines were flawed, selectively separating information with limited access based on individuals' clearances. It painted a picture of a confused system where crucial details were categorized and essential cross-referencing was lacking. To emphasize this point, Edward Snowden shared a captivating story from Colonel Philip Corso, directly involved in the government's UFO reverse engineering programs. Remarkably, the valuable information Corso worked with wasn't stored online. Instead, it resided in a physical filing cabinet guarded by his superior officers at the Pentagon. None of this crucial data was digitized or backed up elsewhere. It was an odd situation where such vital secrets were confined to an isolated filing cabinet, without any sameness or cross-checking measures in place. It seemed like the government deliberately kept this information away from digital databases, or accessible to only those with specific access and clearances, as per Snowden's interesting conclusion. Edward found it amusing that the employees had limited access privileges, confined to basic subscriptions, perhaps an occasional $9.99 per month plan. Meanwhile, more comprehensive resources like Google's G Suite were beyond their reach. This apparent mismatch in access privileges raised eyebrows, suggesting that the information available to government employees might be incomplete or distorted. During these perplexing revelations, one undeniable fact stood out. Something of great significance was unfolding right before their eyes. Snowden firmly believed that the deep state, known for its secretive operations, was organizing something immense. What better disguise than an elaborate narrative of a UFO invasion? He couldn't help but stress the urgency of the situation, pledging to explore these captivating revelations more deeply shortly. The Foo Fighters' Enigma and Oumuamua's extraterrestrial secret. In November of 1944, a group of United States Air Force personnel had a peculiar encounter that would later be dubbed Foo Fighters, a name inspired by the Smokey Stover comic strip. These mysterious entities were described as elusive aircraft, glowing in red and displaying remarkable agility as they maneuvered through the skies. The first observer of these lights was Lieutenant Fred Ringwald, who found himself a passenger in a night fighter above the Rhine Valley. To his amazement, 8 to 10 of these unidentifiable craft were aligned in a row. Concerned about a potential threat, the airmen consulted with ground radar crews, but no unusual readings were detected. As tensions rose, one pilot prepared for combat, only to be bewildered when the lights vanished as quickly as they had appeared. However, this was not an isolated incident. Subsequent sightings persisted, with another pilot reporting a T-shaped arrangement of flashing red and green lights in mid-December 1944. The mystery of the Foo Fighters continued to captivate the imaginations of those who witnessed these enigmatic aerial phenomena. The sudden appearance of these lights was just as swift as their disappearance. Several sightings of such phenomena ensued, leading to numerous attempts to decipher their origin. Despite efforts to attribute the lights to peculiar weather patterns or groundbreaking Nazi technology, they remained an enigma. Adding to the intrigue, the airmen grappling with combat fatigue added an extra layer of mystery to the situation. Moreover, in this perplexing scenario, Avi Loeb, a distinguished astronomer from Harvard who held a significant role in the department, put forth a captivating albeit unconventional idea. Loeb proposed an outlandish theory suggesting that the asteroid known as Oumuamua might be more than just a celestial rock. According to him, it could be space debris from an alien construction or the remnants of a crashed extraterrestrial spacecraft. While such an idea might seem far-fetched from someone else, it gains credibility when considering Loeb's extensive knowledge of space and celestial bodies. This bold theory adds an intriguing layer to the ongoing quest for understanding these mysterious lights and the cosmic objects that inhabit our universe. The theory has gained popularity among truthers, but Loeb's colleagues are furious about what they see as an affront to honest scientific inquiry. In a study published on March 2021 by astronomers from Arizona State University, they propose that the object is a nitrogen iceberg that has broken off from a distant star system's Pluto-like planet. This could explain the object's high reflectivity. However, Loeb disputes this, arguing that the chunk would have needed to form on a planet with an unreasonably high density. So the mystery surrounding this space object remains unsolved. Adding to the interest is the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program established by the Department of Defense in 2007. ATIP was created to investigate puzzling space phenomena, often involving the sudden appearance of fast, unidentified aircraft. Luis Elizondo, a military intelligence official, led this secret initiative aimed at exploring allegations of UFO contact. After leaving the Pentagon a decade later, Elizondo revealed to the New York Times that AATIP indeed existed. The verdict on this enigmatic space object is still pending, with the scientific community grappling with different theories and the shadowy world of AATP adding an extra layer of mystery. The uncharted frontiers of extraterrestrial intelligence. Furthermore, Carl Sagan and Jill Tarter, both astronomers with a shared belief in the potential existence of life beyond Earth, joined forces to establish the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence Institute. This institute, which collaborates closely with NASA and the National Science Foundation, serves as a dedicated research entity, pooling resources to delve into the interesting prospect of intelligent life existing on planets beyond our own. The SETI Institute is driven by a mission to explore, comprehend, and elucidate the origins and nature of life throughout the universe, along with the evolutionary aspects of intelligence. Employing an array of advanced technologies, including a laser detection system in addition to optical and radio wave signals, SETI tirelessly sifts through data to uncover any potential indications of extraterrestrial technology. It's fascinating to note that there exists an entire scientific community committed to the pursuit of extraterrestrial intelligence. NASA, in a significant announcement on March 21, 2022, revealed the presence of over 5,000 exoplanets. As their technological capabilities in space exploration advance, this number is likely to grow, hinting at the vast expanse of planets that are not yet thoroughly examined. Among them, some remain undiscovered, holding the potential for environments conducive to supporting life. In this vast cosmic landscape, it becomes a captivating possibility that intelligent extraterrestrial life may already exist on one or more of these exoplanets. The ever-expanding realm of exploration leaves them wondering about the mysteries waiting to be unveiled beyond the boundaries of our known universe. As their understanding of the vast universe expands, the possibility that they are not alone in the universe becomes more plausible. The interesting question of whether there is life beyond our planet arises naturally. The universe, teeming with myriad worlds, fuels our curiosity, and our ability to listen to cosmic whispers is advancing. The quest for answers intensifies, but the real question lingers. Do we truly care to unravel the mysteries of potential extraterrestrial existence? In this exploration, they move beyond the realm of mere science fiction. A growing number of astronomers actively engage in the pursuit of answers, contemplating the nature of potential alien life. The once fantastical idea of peaceful interstellar explorers or menacing planet-destroying beings is now a subject of serious inquiry. A divide emerges among thinkers. Some advocate for broadcasting an interstellar signal, inviting extraterrestrial contact to Earth, while others assert a desire to preserve our planet exclusively for humanity. The debate surrounding our place in the cosmic community unfolds on a global scale. Edward Snowden, in a captivating conversation with astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson, delves into the idea that alien communications might be encrypted beyond our comprehension. He suggests that attempting to eavesdrop on extraterrestrials could prove futile, as their messages may be securely encoded. Snowden emphasizes the fleeting nature of the period during which unencrypted messages might be prevalent. For those yearning for contact with extraterrestrial beings, hope is not lost. Researchers at the SETI Institute, dedicated to the quest for life beyond Earth, provide a beacon of optimism. The journey continues, and as they refine their ability to listen to the universe, the possibility of discovering life elsewhere becomes an ever more tantalizing prospect. In the ongoing quest for extraterrestrial intelligence, the focus isn't on decoding a comprehensible message from potential aliens. According to Seth Shostak, the head of SETI Institute's Center for SETI Research, the real challenge lies in detecting the medium itself. The search isn't about deciphering a message, but rather identifying a signal that indicates the presence of an intelligent transmitter. Snowden, though discussing encryption broadly, probably wasn't delving into the intricacies of the progress in the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. Shostak dismisses the relevance of data encryption, emphasizing the ease and affordability of radio as the primary tool in this cosmic pursuit. The SETI Institute utilizes Earth's expansive radio telescopes to scrutinize narrowband communications. Shostak points out that while various natural phenomena generate radio noise, the identification of a transmitter as the source of a narrowband signal is a rare occurrence. Despite the potential risks, some scientists suggest actively sending messages to capture the attention of extraterrestrial civilizations. However, Adler Planetarium astronomer Lucianne Walkowitz warns that such communication might not necessarily serve our best interests. Unraveling UFO secrecy and government interest. Exploring the connection between UFO occurrences and government secrecy often leads them into a complex web of conspiracy ideas, especially regarding the U.S. government's potential involvement. Edward Snowden, who had access to highly classified CIA databases, provided valuable insights into some of these speculations, offering a distinctive viewpoint. Snowden's revelations suggest that the concept of alien contact or UFO invasions, often found in science fiction, may not align with reality. Instead, he proposes a more down-to-earth and possibly embarrassing truth. According to the records he accessed, there is no confirmed evidence of direct alien contact. However, the lack of such proof in government databases doesn't necessarily dampen public curiosity. On the contrary, it fuels speculation about the government's role in handling information related to extraterrestrial life. This disparity between what the public knows and classified information creates fertile ground for conspiracy theories. Some theories propose that the government possesses knowledge beyond what it discloses, actively participating in the reverse engineering of alien technology. The most captivating aspect of these speculations revolves around the alleged efforts to decipher and replicate UFO technology. The idea presented here proposes that if the government indeed acquired advanced alien technology, it would be kept as an exceptionally guarded secret. The resulting technological advancements could be groundbreaking, leading to significant progress in science and defense. However, the covering of this technology and the potential moral concerns associated with it give rise to anxieties. If this idea holds, it implies the existence of a concealed layer of technological progress and knowledge beyond the awareness of the general public. This combination of secrecy and the potential for groundbreaking technological advancements weaves a narrative that is not only captivating, but also somewhat unsettling. It challenges our comprehension of what is achievable and prompts us to question the transparency of those in positions of authority. In a world where information equates to power, the command over such profound knowledge may have extensive implications that extend beyond mere conspiracy theories. It delves into the realm of global geopolitics and security, introducing a complex interplay of forces that could shape the future in unforeseen ways. Decoding the cosmic mystery of extraterrestrial signals. Edward Snowden, a whistleblower from the United States government, recently shared an interesting perspective on the challenges posed by encryption in the quest to distinguish signals from extraterrestrial beings amid the vast cosmic background radiation. Speaking on Neil deGrasse Tyson's Star Talk podcast on Friday night, Snowden joined the conversation via a futuristic beam remote presence system from Moscow. Snowden gained notoriety in 2013 for revealing classified documents related to the National Security Agency's surveillance programs to various media outlets, including The Guardian. Faced with the threat of prosecution under the Espionage Act, he sought asylum in Russia. During an engaging interview with Tyson, Snowden revealed that his journey into skepticism began after he enlisted in the United States Army in the aftermath of the 9/11 terrorist attacks. Reflecting on his experiences, he admitted that it took a considerable amount of time for him to question the extensive claims made by the United States security services regarding their programs and policies. The conversation then took a fascinating turn, as Snowden discussed the intriguing possibility that the widespread use of data encryption might be rendering it increasingly challenging to intercept potential communications from extraterrestrial entities. This novel perspective adds another layer of complexity to the ongoing exploration of the universe and the potential signals it may hold. Imagine if you consider secret messages sent between people. When these messages are properly coded, it's virtually impossible to tell that they are secret. In other words, you can't distinguish a well-coded secret message from something that appears random, explained Snowden. As societies, both human and extraterrestrial, become more advanced, they tend to shift from openly sharing information to using secret codes. According to Snowden, this shift will make the signals being transmitted seem less like familiar messages and more like random data. He went on to say that if an alien civilization, for example, is trying to eavesdrop on other civilizations, or if our civilization is attempting to listen for signals from extraterrestrials, there's only a brief period during the development of their society when all their communication will be sent using the simplest and least secure methods. However, after this initial phase, Snowden suggested that alien messages would become highly encrypted, making them unrecognizable to us. He likened them to cosmic microwave background radiation, which is something we wouldn't even realize we had received as a form of communication. This adds a fascinating layer to the idea that advanced extraterrestrial societies might be sending us messages that we simply can't comprehend due to their high-level encryption. Now, it's time for today's subscriber pick. What Edward Snowden just revealed about UFOs is terrifying and should concern all of us. In a recent press conference, Edward Snowden peered nervously into the camera, beads of sweat forming on his forehead as he prepared to unveil what could be the greatest revelation of the century. The whistleblower, famous for exposing government secrets, was about to disclose something even more profound and chilling than anyone could have imagined. As the live stream started, millions of viewers tuned in, captivated by the man who had once exposed the surveillance state's secrets. Snowden's voice echoed through the digital channels, his words carrying the weight of a world-altering truth. "Good evening, citizens of Earth," Snowden began, his eyes filled with a mix of urgency and fear. "What I'm about to reveal is a matter of grave importance. It concerns not only our privacy, but the very fabric of our reality." He took a deep breath before dropping the bombshell that would change everything. The governments of the world have been hiding the existence of extraterrestrial life, and the recent UFO sightings are not a mere coincidence. They are part of a larger, more ominous pattern. The internet erupted with speculation and disbelief. The room seemed to darken as Snowden continued to divulge the secrets he had uncovered. Classified documents, suppressed eyewitness accounts, and undisclosed photographs painted a picture of an otherworldly presence that had silently observed humanity for centuries. Snowden revealed that governments had been working in secret to decipher alien technology, harnessing its power for their agendas. A sense of collective unease swept across the globe as people grappled with the realization that they were not alone, and that those in power had known this all along. The whistleblower spoke of intergalactic alliances, covert meetings between world leaders and extraterrestrial entities, and the startling revelation that some governments had been trading advanced technology for undisclosed favors. The line between science fiction and reality blurred as Snowden painted a vivid picture of a hidden cosmic tapestry that enveloped our planet. As the live stream continued, governments scrambled to control the narrative. Conspiracy theories flourished, and ordinary citizens began to question everything they thought they knew. The night sky, once a canvas of twinkling stars, now held an ominous undertone. Fear permeated the air, and trust in authority crumbled. In the days that followed, protests erupted on a global scale, demanding transparency and accountability. People united under the shared realization that their existence was intertwined with a cosmic secret, and the truth was more elusive than ever. The revelations of Edward Snowden had opened a Pandora's box, forever changing the course of human history. And so, as the world grappled with the implications of Snowden's revelation, the sky above whispered secrets that had been hidden for years, leaving humanity to navigate a new and uncertain reality. What are your thoughts on the terrifying truth that Edward Snowden just revealed about UFOs? Let us have your opinions in the comments below. Quest to bridge the interstellar communication gap. The Breakthrough Initiatives, a charitable organization committed to interstellar outreach and backed by the wealthy Russian tech tycoon Yuri Milner, is poised to spark an intriguing conversation shortly through its groundbreaking message program. This initiative aims to solicit ideas globally to craft a communication intended for extraterrestrial beings and determine the most effective means of dispatching it. The outreach for this program is expected to commence shortly. According to Pete Warden, the director of the Breakthrough Initiatives, the organization acknowledges the ongoing debate on whether to transmit messages to outer space or not. The advisory panel associated with the project holds diverse opinions, making it a valuable exercise to delve into the consideration of how humanity should respond. The focus is not merely on what to send, but on understanding the context and identifying what truly represents the people on Earth. Members of the advisory panel emphasize that the most effective message would likely be conveyed through an image, potentially containing up to 2,000 words. The ensuing technical query becomes more detailed, centering around the encryption of images for transmission. It raises questions about the optimal methods for ensuring that these images, once received, remain understandable. The Breakthrough Message Program will delve into specifics such as the choice between radio or laser transmitters for sending pictures, maintaining high fidelity to avoid interference from the interstellar medium, determining suitable light wavelengths, deciding whether to spread the message across a wide spectrum, establishing the frequency and repetition of transmissions, and addressing various other technical considerations. The program aims to navigate these intricacies to pave the way for successful communication beyond our planet. Snowden's warning on UFOs and government secrets. Snowden feels there's more to the newfound openness than what meets the eye. This curiosity leads him to encourage further exploration and attention. There's an undercurrent of significance and urgency surrounding recent developments that piques interest. Surprisingly, an extraordinary classified hearing unfolds in the United States Senate, where senators gather behind closed doors to seek answers about the UFO phenomenon. Interestingly, the same individuals who recently appeared at a press conference are now tasked with briefing these senators. Notably, General Glenn Van Herk, the commander of North American Aerospace at North American Aerospace Defense Command and United States Northern Command, stands out on the briefing list. The presence of such high-ranking military officials deepens the mystery, leaving us to wonder about the true nature of these briefings. Snowden reiterates his earlier observation that the entire UFO narrative serves as the perfect boogeyman. With no independent means to verify extraterrestrial encounters, the government can conveniently manipulate and control the narrative. Ordinary people cannot venture into space, allowing the creation of a fictional enemy. This, in turn, justifies unlimited funding for advanced space programs. The government can even fabricate spacecraft images for propaganda effortlessly. It's remarkable to consider that the entire spectacle revolves around money. Snowden holds the view that the government faces a challenge in providing concrete confirmation of UFO encounters. The impossibility for ordinary individuals to venture into space makes it difficult to independently verify such claims. As a result, we find ourselves compelled to depend on the information presented by those in power, injecting an element of uncertainty into the entire affair. Interestingly, Snowden explores the historical context of the Battle of Los Angeles during World War II and draws connections to the present UFO narrative. Within this framework, he expresses uncertainty about the true nature of recent events. One undeniable fact he highlights is the increased attention on UFO discussions and the Senate's endeavors to secure funding for further investigations last year. Senator Marco Rubio played a central role, emphasizing the potential threat posed by these unidentified objects to national airspace. This concern led to a recent closed-door meeting with the Senate, anticipating a subsequent rise in spending on national defense and air defense systems. Snowden, however, suggests that the UFO discourse might be a mere distraction, a smokescreen for a more significant narrative. From Snowden's perspective, the government could be using UFOs as a pretext to manipulate public opinion, ultimately diverting attention from the looming possibility of a World War III scenario involving Russia and China. This adds a layer of complexity to the unfolding events, urging us to question the motives behind the UFO discussions and their potential implications on the broader geopolitical landscape. During ongoing discussions, Marco Rubio boldly declares that sightings of unidentified flying objects above the United States have been occurring persistently for many years. He highlights recent incidents involving the alleged downing of 3 mysterious objects, underscoring that such events are neither novel nor isolated. Rubio, while expressing his belief in the existence of UFOs, contends that the government is exploiting this phenomenon as a convenient scapegoat to fortify defense measures. During a compelling presentation, the speaker not only references previous guests on the show, such as Michael Horn, who shared their perspectives on UFOs spanning thousands of years, but also mentions former FBI Special Agent John DeSouza. DeSouza had appeared on the show, predicting a planned UFO fake invasion as a deliberate distraction strategy, a viewpoint that aligns with Edward Snowden's earlier comments. As the gravity of these revelations settles upon us, a haunting question lingers. Can we unite against the impending storm? Or will we succumb to the overwhelming power of these extraterrestrial beings, consigning ourselves to a bleak future of subjugation? Edward Snowden's chilling disclosure has unveiled the shroud of secrecy, yet the outcome rests in our hands, urging us to take decisive action. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.